Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Trails to Zero. Holy crap, that was bad. Let's do that intro right. It's the Legend of Heroes, Trails to Zero, Zero no Kiseki, or however you want to call it. I'm your host, Logic Blade, and we're starting up bright and early today at 3 in the morning. So last time around we started Chapter 4. We got asked to do some work for the Guardian Force, actually. Noelle came down to visit us and told us there's some weird monsters roaming about the temple on the Main's Mountain Path, so we've been conscripted into doing some monster extermination. But before we can do all that, we've got a bunch of support requests all around the state, and we're still underway on some of those. So let's go wrap some of those up. Last time around, we did something special for Shizuku. We got her a present for her papa that I'm sure he's really going to enjoy and appreciate. And we picked up our second book that has been lent out. So let's see what's left for us to do. Gotta report that quest, obviously. There's still that monster on the West Crossbell Highway we need to deal with. This one is going to take us a while, but I did some work on this off-screen. I've actually got up to 17. The mark you need to hit is 23. And oh boy, is that going to be a challenge and a half, considering we don't even have 23 recipes yet. And lastly, there's one more book we need to get all the way over in Main's Village. So that's going to be our next destination. Anyway, I don't even have a Twitch chat out. God, I am so unprepared for this. Uno mas, everyone. Uno mas. Alright, that should be a little bit better. Hopefully my computer doesn't decide to blow itself up in the process. Well, whatever. It's fine. We're all fine. We're all just living our best life, you know? It's the kind of experience I'm all about here. So, let's tell Fran the good news. No bonus DP for this, but it's a hidden quest, so just finding it's worth the DP to begin with. So yeah, we can also check what we still got to do. Still got to get that monster, still got to deal with those books. Yeah. Unfortunately, I was a bit of a dumbass, and while I was doing stuff off screen, gambling, going fishing, cooking stuff, I accidentally interacted with the vehicle that Noelle actually has for us. Because, you know, I'm a dumbass, and that's what dumbasses do, right? So, we ended up missing a scene. I deeply apologize for that. And yeah. As I have burned through my funds. Actually, this is my save file, right? Yes. Yes, it is. Sorry. You can see that I spent about, 2 hours just, doing random shit across the city. I was like, but my Sepith count doesn't look right. I might as well get this scene as well. Ravachenko, they've been doing well ever since then. After the Kia incident, they've been behaving for a little bit. After making a deal with us, it seems they've restarted their normal business operations. A lot of things have happened. We probably shouldn't cause a commotion. I heard the rumors, but Lloyd and the others must have it tough, too. So yeah, let's not poke the sleeping dog, as they say in the business. I don't even know why I'm, walking, I can just fast travel. Why don't I just fast travel? So yeah, the scene I missed in the Maid's Mountain Path is basically talking about the vehicles the CGF uses. Due to restrictions, they're not allowed to use tanks, because that would be an act of aggression, of course. And at the same time, they also aren't allowed to have airships in the state. The reason for that being is Liberl was able to turn the tables on Erebonia in the 100 Days War, thanks to Cassius Bright's decision to make the patrol airship, which greatly shifted the tide, used the terrain of Liberl to their advantage. So Erebonia decided, hey, you know what? Let's not have that ever happen in Crossbell. You guys are barred from using airships. This also functions as an inn. So if you'd like, you can just rest on the orbital car. And as you can see, you can move the orbital vehicle anywhere. Essentially, it functions like a bus, but a bus all over the state. So yeah, we can even go to the Tower of Stargaze if you so felt like it. But we don't need to do that. Let's just fast travel over to the mining village. Normally I'd say, hey, you know what? Go around, check out the new monsters, but I kind of did that off screen, so there's no real point to me showing that off. Anyway, we need to find the miner Logi around here. And Ami is looking for cute guys to ship, because she had that big crush on Lloyd and Randy when we walked into town the first time through. Alright. There's also a certain NPC I need to find here, I think. Let me see. Ah, yes. Miranda. That's who I need to find as well. So if I talk to Miranda, she should give me a new recipe. I think she's up here? There we go. Yep. Now we can make bentos. We're living the dream. And as you can see, I did some cooking, made some unexpected dishes. We got boiled noodles, burnt fried rice, diced steaks, thin stews, that one, fish darts, balm rice, needle pasta. We don't have this one yet, and fish fillets are monster drops, so it's going to be a while before I can make some of that. It's going to be a while before I can make the correct cheese pizza. And I don't have enough fish fillets for this either, so I guess I'm just going to have to wait on that too. But as you can see through the rest of my stuff, I'm actually well on my way here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We need 23, and I'm at 17, so I'm not doing too bad right now. Obviously, there's still some recipes I don't even have yet, but I'm getting there. And I'll probably get those fish fillets in time, right? I hope. I figure by doing just general investigation around the town, we should be fine. I don't have to even turn in this quest until the start of the next chapter. But, you know, better safe than sorry, right? And yeah, once you deliver it, you get the very last recipe of the game. But yeah, let me go find out where I have to find this frickin' miner. He's around here somewhere. I know that much. Oh, I get it. He's inside the mine itself. Okay, cool. Sorry, I don't have, like, the last couple of chapters of the game as well ingrained in my head as, like, the first few. So, like, random NPCs and stuff, I don't quite remember their locations. Excuse us, are you Mr. Logi? Huh? Who are you? We received a request from the library. You have a you have a book on loan from the library? Oh, it's about that. Yeah, I still have it. You've delayed its return for a few days. Why don't you go return it now? Going to Crossbell City's a pain in the ass. Huh, so blunt. Well, since you came to get it, everything will turn out fine. I was reading it on break since a while before. Is something wrong? I've forgotten it. Deep in the mine. Sorry, but I've got some work to do. Won't you go find it for me? Since it's deep in the tunnel just over there, I think you'll find it pretty quickly. A lazy bones to the end. He's even lazier than our commander. Well, it can't be helped. Let's go retrieve it. Oh, just for your information, it's not in the mine further to the left. Be careful. Understood. So basically what he's saying is, it's not over here. It's in the other exit. Because we need to go down the staircase, is what he was saying. Anyway, I hope you guys are ready for a boss fight, because that's what we're about to run into here. Once we find the exact spot this thing is actually hiding. Ah, damn it. I hate this mine area. I just get lost so easily. Come out, wherever you are. There we go. Strange and Wonderful Crossbell. Found it. It's this one. What an imposing title it has. A book that records strange phenomenon that happened in Crossbell. Just like the title says, it doesn't confirm if they really happened or not. Seems like the perfect book to just pass the time. I'm sure there's similar stories in the CGF, but there's no official records about such incidents happening. In any case, I don't want to read it. Well, we've got the book safely, so next is... these pieces of shit. Take them out one at a time. They earthquake you. They're pains in the asses. Anyway, let's analyze one, see what they're capable of. Yeah, they're pretty much resistant to everything, including delay, so can't get away with that. They are hella weak to fire, though. So, just keep that in mind. But yeah, just focus them one at a time, otherwise you're going to be dealing with the absolute worst they can handle. So single target ones are your best choices if you've got them. I really don't have much in the way of single target spells, do I? Ugh, Jesus. Alright. Anyway, Ellie's entire focus here is just going to be healing. And, yeah, check out the ultimate fire spell. It's Randy casting it, so it's not as powerful as it could be, but... still gets the job done. Fortunately, he doesn't have the art spells to... the art ability to cast it consistently. Right, yeah, let's keep up the buff, shall we? Lloyd's blinded too. Ugh, yikes. I want to, but that's bad ideas. Even that one's gonna hit both of them. If I could just, like, get them all at once, that would be ideal. Yeah, well, I'm doing it the dumbass way, so... And yeah. Luckily, they have not that much defense, so that fight was a little bit easier than your normal Abyss Worm style fight is. Well, speed's the king, right? Whew, what a surprise. Well, it seems they weren't our enemies. Monsters loiter around along the way. It appears we just came across them the moment they were coming out. Well, I'm glad the book's alright. Alright, let's go then. Yep, just a random, hey, you got a bunch of Abyss Worms in here. Or Nepenthes G's. Whatever they are, they're pains in the asses, and I hate them. And, yeah. Luckily, we don't have to deal with the crap in the mine anymore. And, of course, Logi doesn't even give us a word of thanks. He's just like, oh, hey, you guys are still alive. Congrats. What a dick. Anyway, that took a bit out of us. Let's go recover at the inn before heading off again. Because we're going to go straight to a monster extermination after this. Sorry, I was hoping she'd say something different, but I guess not. You're wondering why I rested at the inn and wasted Mira? Well, I wanted to recover CP. I used a lot of S breaks in that fight, so... yeah. Alright, where is this monster? Somewhere on the highway here. Let me just see what I've got for, faint. Alright. That's right, we're actually going to use Noelle for a little bit this time. The reason we're using Noelle is because she's my wife. Anyway, let's see. These guys are weak to air spells, so... Although there's no point in using the very weakest spells, I guess. But yeah. I actually haven't gone across the West Crossbell Highway yet. Nope. I don't think it's around here. Ah, it's a screen before the bus stop. Okay. Anyway, don't mind me, I'm just gonna turbo through most of these fights if I accidentally run into them. Just cause there's no reason to get into excess fights if you can avoid them. Anyway, this big honker's my target here. So, once again, make a save. And we'll take this thing on. See how well we fare. They are susceptible to delay, so we have that going for us at least. They aren't susceptible to blind, though. Hey, morning, Pats fan. How's it going today? I just started today's stream, so you haven't missed too much. Just doing random side quests around town. No, I'm not doing too bad. Just chilling, you know, the usual. Ah, man. I'm so happy we got Noelle in our party. Alright. Unfortunately, they're still too far away for me to hit both of them with this. It's a bit of a shame. And I'm just gonna battle scope and show off what they're weak to. So yeah, weak to wind. Don't hit them with earth spells. the standard stuff. Oh, I can hit both of them. There we go. That's a rare occasion. I'm used to my Brave Smash just like not hitting, only hitting one of them. That makes sense. Yakuza seems like a pretty heavy game to just like go balls to the wall for. God, I love rush turns. Oh, definitely. It's like me. I needed a bit of a breather after playing Sky first chapter, second chapter, and third, all in like the span of 2 months. So I'm operating at a somewhat healthy pace now. With enemies susceptible to delay, you can just yeah. Well, I'm glad you like it. I'm working on the second chapter now, and I'm kind of starting to see where I want to go with it. I'm definitely developing some... I want to develop parallels between Crow and Gaius, so it's going to be... I hope it's going to be pretty interesting for everyone to read. Oh, but speaking of, can you still access my Patreon? I noticed that you didn't show up when I checked it to do my last update, so... Okay, that's good to see. No worries. I just see that and I worry that the worst has happened, and it's like, okay, no, he's still alive, that's good. Oh, this is not ideal at all. Anyway, have I shown off? Yeah, I think I showed off Noel's S-Craft before. I'll show it again, because I really like it. Because more guns. Ah, that would probably explain it. That makes sense. Yeah, when you update your cards, there's a lot of different things you need to update all at once, so it can be daunting to remember all those things. God, this thing has a lot of health, though. Alright. There we go. Monster defeated. And we got a fair bit of U materials for it. So this was on the last stop before the highway. Oh. Fortunately, I ran into actual monsters in this area, so I can't just, like, speed through this fight. Excellent. So yeah, I've been working on the Guys project, and that's been going pretty well. Also, well, I mean, it's still in the idea phase. I won't say anything about that until I've actually got something concrete to work with. I guess the basics of it is I wanted to write a Rin and Laura one-shot, but I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with that before I go into any details with it. There we go. Monsters exterminated. And we got Lloyd, Tio, and Noelle up to level 31. Yeah, I'd be really down to write that. I'm still working on trying to figure out how best to utilize it. Like, I know bits and chunks from the Yakuza series, but I'm not, like, ingrained into it like I am with the Trails series. So while I feel like I could write something, I don't know if I would do Kiryu justice. And I definitely wouldn't be able to do Sayama justice since I've never played Yakuza 2. Anyway, let's go pop by the library first. Get all these books back to the library where they belong. Including the Arc and CL fan book. I feel like Noelle and Sayama would get along pretty well together. There'd also need to be a karaoke bar in Crossbell, so Randy and Kiryu could sing Judgment together. Alright, let's go report all of these quests. So, all we got left is this cuisine quest, which we still need to find freaking books and recipes for. And I'm still low on fish fillet from the look of it. Yep. Nice, I appreciate that. Even though 80% of my Twitter is just me retweeting random stuff I find. And the other 20% is shameless self-promotion. Woo! Alright, so that should do it for all the quests I can take care of now. But I might be able to upgrade a few slots. Let's see if I can get away with some of that before heading out here. Well, I can get one for Ellie or Randy, it looks like. Or Tio, actually. Yeah, sorry, but priority goes to Tio. And we're gonna give Randy a little break from the party this time around. Oh man, Symphogear has a North American release too? Oh jeez. Because the new Love Live game came out on mobile as well, so I have to imagine that's going to be absurdly popular with Idol fans as well. I played it for a bit, but it microwaves my phone, so I can't really get into it. As much as I do like Love Live. So I've heard. I've not seen like anything out of Symphogear other than like parts of the very, very first episode. Oops. Why don't I just save myself some time? Go to the screen where I'm supposed to be going. There we go. Got here super fast. Thank you. Thank you, game fast travel. I love that they let you walk around the entire place by foot and then say, you know what? You can fast travel where you need to go now. It's great. It's good game design. Whew. We arrived before we knew it. Certainly. This road passes through the ruins on the outskirts of the mountain path, right? Yes, that's correct. Past here, I think we should go on foot. Well, if we're ready, let's get going. Indeed. Oh, to think this is a room where ghosts come out. No, things like that don't exist. And yeah, Ellie's afraid of ghosts. Maybe I should take her out of the party for this area for story reasons. Oh shit. Tio's in the front. Tio's not supposed to be in the front. Oh well. Now that's always good. You gotta love mobile games that play themselves. I wish I could do that at work. I would just save myself so much time. I could actually tier events I wanted to, rather than just play them when I have some spare time. Yep. I need to get me a real desk job one day. Not that I dislike where I work, it's just, man, I'd be so much better just like sitting at a desk all day. Apparently I can't one-shot these things. But I can two-shot them. Lame. Anyway, we got the creepy music playing here as well. Oop. Anyway, I got those treasure chests there. So yeah, I just have to go to the actual destination here. Oh, definitely. You can do that as long as you have the opportunity to look down at your phone. I don't really get that when I'm at work. Unless the place is completely empty, which is not very often. And even then, it looks really bad if you're just on your phone when there's nobody around. In any case, welcome to the Monastery of the Moon. Or the Temple of the Moon. Again, something I wish I could do. Fortunately, customer service does not let you do that. Huh, we're finally here. But compared to when we were here before, it feels pretty gloomy. Yes, when we were here before, this mist wasn't in the air. So, ghosts come out of these ruins? Yes, but they're not exactly ghosts, but strange monsters. Tio, do you sense something? I feel something like a strange fluctuation. Is it just the vibration of the air? Or is it something spiritual? A strange fluctuation? Yes, though when we came here before I didn't sense it. But now, I sense it near the bell. That reminds me. This rune also has a bell tower on its roof, just like the Tower of Stargaze. Yeah, it looks that way. It looks like the same as the one in Crossbell Central Plaza, but... Huh, maybe there's some connection. This time our objective is a general search of the interior, but... For now, should we head towards that bell tower? I want to try checking out what Tio was talking about. Yeah, I have no objections. Then, let's hurry and head inside. Understood. Roger that. And even though they're ghosts, we're gonna confront them, huh? I told you, they're not ghosts. They're just strange monsters. Right, Miss Noelle? Yes, well... Ellie, if you're that scared, you shouldn't force yourself. And yeah, those treasure chests are taunting me. There's also a gate over here that we can't open. And there's a treasure chest down here that's also taunting us. But we'll get an opportunity to get at those later. For now, let's go dungeon diving. Luckily, there's an orbital charging station here, so we'll take full advantage of that. And let's head inside this temple proper. What is this place? It looks like a chapel of some kind. Based on ancient records, this place seems to be the ancient site of a temple from the Middle Ages. The Temple of the Moon. It was probably made around the same time as the Tower of Stargaze, and the old fortress located deep in the ancient battlefield. In other words, it's a rune from roughly 500 years ago. From an era full of intense wars and chaos. This is... the sound of the bell? They're coming. So yeah, this is when the game starts getting wild. They're throwing fiends at us. What? Undead spirits? They really came out. No time to chicken out. Here they come. Alright. Ghost buddies, what are you guys weak to? So they're skull heads. As you can see, we have all 7 elements in effect. They're resistant to the main ones, but Mirage hits them for extra damage. Luckily, these guys all want a piece of Void. Oh god, why do they self-destruct? I hate self-destructing enemies, guys. They suck. The worst. The absolute worst. We managed to get rid of them somehow. Ellie, are you alright? Yes, I think. Speaking of which, what were those just now? They definitely look like undead spirits, alright. And they disappeared along with the discomforting light around them. Furthermore, 3 high-level elements are indeed having a profound impact here. There might be a reason why this rune has become a spiritual location. A spiritual location, huh? Now that you mention it, the bell on top of the chapel rang just now. Could it have been sounded by ghosts? Miss Noelle, stop! It probably rang because of the wind. Yeah, it has to be that. You're sure in desperate denial, milady. It's not that I don't understand how you feel, but based on our current combat strength, we should be able to continue with our exploration. Sergeant, should we push forward? Yes, please. Well, I guess we have no choice but to go then. Well, at least our attacks are effective against them. Oh, Adios, I start to get the feeling we're exploring a haunted mansion or something. You're probably pretty close to the truth there, Randy. There's a lot of nooks and crannies in this place, so I'm just hoping I explore everything properly in here. Oh, fuck. What a bunch of lamers. Well, luckily for us, doing all that random walking around town helped get us a few levels. I still got this tickle in my throat, though. That sucks. Alright, I remember all these freaking branching paths in this area. Most of them don't even go anywhere. You just have to keep your eye out, because a few of them have treasures in them. Luckily, they're all fairly weak, so don't have too much to worry about. Yeah, like I said, single treasure chest. Probably can just wail on these to keep them up. Yep. They're even nice enough to give you a few unexpected recipes in here. Can't hit that one worth shit, though. Damn, they really are just giving me all the unexpected dishes in this place. It's almost like they don't expect you to cook everything. But, you know, that's silly. Yeah, they're throwing frickin' tonberries at us now. Hell, that wasn't even translated. But he's using a craft of some sort. Oh god, oh fuck, right. I forgot those things did that. God damn it. Yeah, this is when enemies start throwing instant death spells at you. Just for kicks. And when they die, they self-destruct with instant death on them. Isn't that just fun? If you said yes, you're one hell of a masochist. I didn't get to see all of the Combine this year, but saw there was some really impressive offensive linemen this year. Including a dude that was like 360 pounds running 5'1" flat. That's ridiculous. Like, I'm fairly fast. I can't run a 5'1" flat. I can probably run a 5'6", 5'5", but definitely not a 5'1" flat. Yeah, it just goes to show you how crazy the athleticism is in the NFL these days. Yeah, I'm pretty interested to see how the draft and stuff shapes up this year. It's definitely a gonna be a year of changes. I think we're gonna see a lot of craziness here. Oh yeah, Isaiah Simmons, like, I have a feeling he's gonna be like Devin Bush for somebody. I think his best spot is like inside linebacker, but I could see him playing like outside linebacker in a 3-4 scheme as well. You can just pretty much put him anywhere on the field, and he's gonna go ham for you. Anyway, this appears to be a dead end, so we can't go up this way. So yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid some unnecessary fights here. Anyway, before we go up those stairs, let's see what this other door goes to. And there's a path forward here, but also a staircase down. Now, these guys look familiar. We saw these in Sky the Third. What I'm really interested to see, though, is how the quarterbacks fall. 'Cause, I mean, aside from Joe Burrow being probably the #1 pick, provided the Bengals don't, you know, do something stupid. There's Tua, there's Justin Herbert, Jordan Love. Like, there could be some interesting moves going on in the draft. So I'm eager to see how that happens. Okay, got a big open area here. And just this thing. Well, we might as well fight it, see what it's all about. Oh man, level 32 already, jeez. Yeah, this place is great for Sepith. It doesn't seem like there's anything in here other than this door. And it takes us to the outside. As you can see, we're just under the temple itself. And we got a second door here. The underground graveyard. Spooky. As I've encountered most of these enemies here, I'm gonna try to avoid them. But if there's something new, like this weird-ass pickle thing, I'm probably gonna try fighting it. See, what the hell is this? A poltergeist, apparently. So, you know, an actual ghost. Oh god, branching paths. What do I choose? I'll take the north one first. Looks like it was a good choice because it's a dead end with the treasure chest, so we'll take that celestial bomb. Damn it, Lloyd, why'd you miss that first attack? Oh, this appears to be a monster chest as well. Okay, let's pop a save first. And fight these things. Okay, so they're weak to mirage spells and not a whole lot else. I can't hit all of them. They're trying to use the delayed cheese strat on us. Fortunately for them, we've got a few tricks of our own. Booyah. And we got some iron shoes for our trouble. Defense plus 40, movement plus 1. I mean, that is technically an improvement. No, I'll put on Randy, I guess. But I mean, dropping your movement isn't the best of things when you're dealing with this kind of stuff. Is this just a dead end then? There's no no paths I'm missing because I'm blind and shit? No. So yeah, check out this bullshit. So Strike Bell moves them up in the turn order, but doing it on a rush turn means I can just attack again. It's all good fun. And then Tio just nukes them from orbit. Because that's what Tio does. And yeah, this just does appear to be a dead end, so I guess I just leave this place now. Oh, no, there's a path up here. So we'll just follow this around. Takes us to the Room of Prayer. If you operate the switch here, you get yourself a shortcut. Doesn't quite allow us to navigate the entire area. We still need to get that switch up there. But it's getting us closer to the end here. So, what does that mean? That means I've missed something over on this side of the map, so I'll have to explore with a more vigilant eye. Yep. Tio's great. I love all the girls in this game because they're all useful in their own ways. Like, Ellie just has utility on her side. She is pretty much useful in nearly any situation you can fathom. What do I do about this, though? Noelle can just hit anything with her guns. Although her damage rate falls off a bit near the end game, she's still highly useful for most of the game otherwise. And then, of course, you've got Risha, and I mean... sometimes certain things just speak for themselves, you know? Man, Risha has dat everything, though. Like, seriously. It's not fair what Adios gave her. And she knows how to use it, too. Oh. I knew I was forgetting something. This freaking gate. Like, you can't even tell this is a thing until you, like, rub your face up against it. So yeah, this gate gives you a shortcut to this area up here again. So if you need to run in, recover your stuff, it's a good way to do that. That makes me think that there must be another gate for me to open up somewhere here. Well, one would think, right? Like here? No. Yep. And that's an Action 3 quartz, which somebody is going to need. Actually, I think I have this open for Randy, do I not? Yes. Problem is there isn't a Heaven's Eye and Detect, like, combined quartz, so that's a bit annoying. We'll go with that. Just having the movement quartz is a great boon.
Yes.
Oh God, really? Slept my entire party like that? That's so rude. Good thing it's susceptible to delay. God damn it. Yep, that stupid instant death trigger. Just instantly killing you. Looking forward to seeing what the second poll I do for the Crossbell games is going to be like. Anyway, we take the upper path here and it leads us to this monster chest, so let's make a save first, just in case it kicks our ass. Alright. This is gonna be painful. Oh, this one's still alive. Okay. That could have been way worse. And there's a black suit inside. Defense plus 90. Damn. Alright. That's going on Lloyd right away. We got a very nice looking garden here. Noelle's thing is she's basically a long-range physical attacker. She has some very nice utility crafts like delay and movement down and all that kind of stuff, so she has her uses. Admittedly, the other three are much more powerful, because Risha is just like a damage machine. Downside is you barely get to use her, which is a real shame. And Lloyd's learned his new S-craft, Rising Sun. So your S breaks aren't plot locked in this game, they're level locked. So just keep that in mind as you're traversing the areas around here. Oh god. Yeah, navigating this area is a little bit of a pain, because there's certain things you can climb up, but other things you can't. So you're just kind of like rubbing your face along the place trying to find chests and the way out. And also fighting these derpy horse things. Risha's great. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, yes. EP Cut 3. Flopping that on Ellie right away here. You know, once a month, just check up on her, make sure, you know, nothing too crazy's happened. More so for Reen's sake than for Yuna's sake. Want to make sure, you know, Yuna hasn't accidentally, like, put him into a sleeper hold for life or anything. Alright, here's the way out. So we're going to take that. And it puts us up here, where we can activate the switch and move on. Finally. And once again, we get another charging station here. Which is a hint. We're going to be running into a boss pretty soon. So, make sure you're all prepped up, ready to go for this fight. We're going to put Randy back in the 4 here. Make sure he's actually, you know, in the front of the party for this fight. And, yeah, let's, time for boss. Boss time. Boss time. Party's arranged properly. Let's, get right into it. This is... how do I put it? Sure feels abnormal around here. Why is such a place in the back of the chapel? Good point. Feels too bizarre to be a ruin of a Septian church. And what's the meaning behind the pattern on the floor here? It looks like an eye. What's wrong, Tio? Did you notice something? There's a good chance this place is some kind of ritual chamber. An ominous place for offering live sacrifices. Live sacrifices? Yes, the dark red stains are probably leftover clots of blood. I won't know for sure unless I conduct a composition analysis. Hey, that's some bone-chilling discussion here. But why is such a place in the ruins of a Septian church? Again? What's it this time? They're even playing this theme from 3rd as well. This thing is... a demon? Please be careful. I sense enormous spiritual pressure coming from it. Hey now, we aren't exorcists, you know? It's coming. Give me a critical turn on my first turn. I'm gonna want to use it for, you know, pointless things like that. Holy shit, that was a lot of healing all at once there. Alright. Randy, what do I do with you? Yeah, this boss totally looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Anyway, let's have Tio wipe out the trash mobs before they can hit us with their charge moves. Of course, he'll just call some more, so... make sure to not get too complacent in this fight. Doesn't delay either, so... Oh my god. Alright, let's find out what he's actually weak to. Space arts. Okay. Might as well show this off. I'm kind of sad Lloyd doesn't get to keep this one in Cold Steel 4, because god damn is it a good one. Alright. Fortunately, I didn't get the Team Rush bonus because I was casting a spell at the time, but... it's the best I can do right now. Damn, can't even get it with like the electromagnetic nets, you know? But it's almost done. Ah, fuck, Randy. There we go. Counter kill. Oh baby. Oh baby. That's the stuff. And now we just have to finish off this guy. Piece of cake. Even though that thing got a bunch of healing turns, it was still manageable, that's for sure. And now my party is all level 32. We somehow managed to fend it off. What was that thing just now? It looked like a demon described in the church's testaments. Whether or not it's the real thing, It exerted a horrendous amount of pressure. Spirits, skeleton, monsters, and now demons too? What's up with this ruin, man? Based on our current position, the bell's probably right above here. Let's go take a look. Right. Oh, that was a fun fight. Dude, check this place out. The bell's glowing, too. Like, seriously, what the hell is this place? The sound. The bell is resonating? Could it be? This resonating sound could be the cause behind the creation of the field. What? What do you mean? I can't determine the exact mechanism, but I can feel that this bell is essentially the center where a kind of force field covering the rune is stemming from. In other words, if we can stop this resonance, maybe. Something might be fixed, right? What do you think, Sergeant? Should we try stopping the resonance? Yes, let's. Lloyd, Randy, lend me a hand. Let's hold down the bell at the same time. No problem. Roger that, ma'am. Nothing a good amount of brute force won't fix, right? Oh. And everything's back to normal. The fog is gone. Yeah, and the blue sky's back. The field covering the rune seems to have disappeared. Then inside it should be. There might have been some changes, right? Alright, let's head back inside and take a look. Right. So yeah, that was a fun little excursion. Doesn't seem like there's any monsters wandering about this area now. That's a positive. This is... The sunlight is reaching down here? Feels like the presence of monsters is gone. Yeah, let's try going down. The influence of the higher elements is no longer present. It looks like this place is going back to its normal dimension now. I see. But just what kind of triggers it? Oh my god. Let me try that again. Just what kind of trick is at play here? There must be a reason behind the resonance from that bell. That's something beyond my scope of expertise. However, there's a very high possibility that the bell is some kind of artifact. An artifact? They're the remnants of the ancient Zemurian civilization that existed 1,200 years ago. They seem to hold mysterious powers, and are thus under strict control by the church. Yeah, you hear stories about those from time to time. Like an aristocrat somewhere hid an artifact with a fearsome power. Which was holy crap. Which was subsequently confiscated by the church following an investigation or something. So things like that really do exist, huh? I haven't heard much about them either. It's impossible to conduct analysis on them using current technology. In that regard, it's unlikely that an average person would know much about them. Yeah. In any case, I think we've collected enough information on this ruin. It might be a good idea to hand in a report and request help from specialists to conduct a further investigation. You're right. Well, that's an appropriate approach. Well, let's call an end to this ruins investigation then. Yes. Everyone, thank you so much for your help. The rune investigation mission has been completed. Finally. It only took us like 5 hours. Nah. It's fine. I haven't been streaming that long. I've only been streaming for an hour and a half. We made it out alive. Honestly, I didn't get the feeling those monsters were alive. Good job, everyone. Even so, what was with that bell? And those monsters, too. The tower was a mysterious location, but this temple was even more so. And behind the chapel, there was that strange ritual chamber, huh? Yes, honestly, I think it was a little too ominous to be the ruins of a church. 500 years ago. What happened here? Well, let's leave that question to the experts and get the hell out of here already. I feel like this place had 10 times as many stairs as the haunted house at the theme park. That's right. Then, shall we return to the place we parked the vehicle? Yeah, let's do that. While I go, cough the lung out again. I don't know, I just have, like, a tickling in my throat. It's not like a full-blown cough, but it's just in the right place where I try to change the timbre of my voice. It tickles it, so I start coughing again. It's not pleasant. It's definitely better than I've been feeling the past few days, though, where I've just been, like, stuffed up with a cold and basically relying on ibuprofen and cough syrup to get me through a day. I don't want to fight you guys. I don't want to fight you guys. Let's return to our vehicle. Now then, what are you going to do? I've still got some time left. Shall I take you guys somewhere? Let me see. Well, since you're offering, I think we'll take you up on that. Oh, I'm getting a call. What strange timing to receive one. Hi. Hey. Holy crap. Yes, this is Lloyd Bannings of the Special Support Section. Where might you all be right now? We're in the tunnel in the middle of the Mains Mountain path. The truth is, we've just finished investigating the ruins with your sister, but... Oh yeah, she told me about that. Were you able to complete your investigation safely? Yeah, for now anyway. Do you have business with your sister? If so, I'll put her on. Oh no, you're mistaken. If that was the case, I would have called her by her own enigma. The truth is, someone's asking for you guys. A citizen is looking for us? No, it's from the mayor of Mains. It seems there's something he needs to consult with you about. Wow, that's quite unusual. Did he tell you about the details? From what he told me, there's someone who's visited Crossbell City and hasn't returned for several days. It seems he's asking about that. I see. I'm a little worried about that. Understood. Since we're close to Mains already, we'll pay its mayor a visit right away. It seems your sister can give us a ride there. Don't hold back and work her to the bone. I'll contact the mayor and let him know you're coming. Was that from Fran? Yeah, she called to tell us about Special Support Section work, though. Lloyd gave a quick summary of what Fran said. I see. So it's a request from Mains' mayor, Bixen. So someone's visited the city and hasn't been back to Mainz for several days? Well, it's close to here, so we should probably head straight there. Yeah, I think so too. Alright then, Sergeant. Can you take us to Mainz? Yes, certainly. And so? Let's just quickly travel over here. Alright, we're here. As expected, we arrived in a flash. Let's hurry and ask the town mayor for the details. You said it, man. If I remember correctly, it's the house at the end of the street. Alright, so use this opportunity to take off all of the nice quartz that Noelle has. Because she's not coming back to your party for a while. If you have any nice equipment on her too, take it off, though I'm pretty sure... I'll take the weapon at least. Yeah, we're gonna be losing Noelle real quick here. As such, I'll be saving to a new file. I don't think I missed anything important, but just in case, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So yeah, let's check in on Vixen here. Excuse us, we're the special support section. Oh, I've been waiting for you guys. Sorry you had to come all this way. Honestly, I wanted to go see you guys, but... No, we happened to be close by on other work, so we took the opportunity to come ourselves. Can we ask you to explain the details of the job? Yeah, please, have a seat. I'll pour you all some tea. I see. So that miner, Mr. Gantz, went to Crossbell City 2 weeks ago and hasn't been back since? Yes, that's right. Anyway, he's a huge gambling fan. So much that they say he goes to Crossbell Entertainment District casinos on every weekend, but... He hasn't contacted us or returned for 2 whole weeks. Everyone is worried, wondering if something has happened to him. That is certainly worrying. He might have been involved in some incident, or there's some reason he can't return. Well, I hope he hasn't been attacked by monsters that appear outside the city, but... By the way, isn't it possible that the miner made a killing at gambling? If that's the case, he'd probably be at Michelin, making merry with women or something. What? He's not you. But that's certainly a possibility. I'm sorry to say, but I don't think that's possible. May I ask why? Though he loves gambling, is he normally quite serious? Well, he's hardly a serious person, but when it comes to gambling, though he loves it, he's really bad at it. On top of that, because he has no luck or intuition, every time he comes home, he's milk dry of all his Mira. I see. Well, if it's a lottery, he could hit it big. But in case of gambling, with the lack of real skills, there's no way he could win. Maybe he took out a loan and ran off without paying it back. Well, that's a possibility too. Well, we suspected something like that might have happened. If that were the case, I think we would have heard from him by now. Alright, leave this matter to us. For now, we'll start at the casino, and ask at places Mr. Gantz could have visited. Thank you. I leave the matter to you. If you learn something, can you contact my house via the phone? Yes, then let me take down your number real quick. Oh boy. It's already evening, huh? I think it's about time we head back to Crossbell. That's right. We have more information to gather before the day is done. Miss Noelle, can we count on you? Yes, with pleasure. Let's return to my vehicle. I'm pretty sure we could try leaving by foot, but Noelle would be like, hey, let's take our car. That's what our car is for. Thank you very much for today. I'll absolutely return this favor before long. You're exaggerating. Well, we went through quite an interesting experience because of you. Those ruins, you know, about the temple. For the time being, I think it'd be better to consult the Crossbell Cathedral about it. You're right. If it's related to an artifact, there's nothing else we can do. Indeed. Alright, I'll talk to the Vice Commander, and we'll think about how to deal with the circumstances. Everyone, will you be working in the city from now on? Yes, at the very least I want to visit the casino. In case the Guardian Force has information about the miner, could you contact us? Understood. His name was Mr. Gantz, right? Well then, if you excuse me, thank you for your hard work, everyone. Yeah, you too. Well then, we don't have time, so should we go to the casino right now? Yes, we need to gather information about that miner, Mr. Gantz. Then let's hurry to the entertainment district. Oh, Randy. Oh, Randy. Hey, it's time for the casino nightlife to begin. Well then, let's inquire about that miner while playing a little. That's a no. We aren't even undercover agents. There's no need to play at all. Let's ask the employee and the customers. Maybe we can figure out something about Mr. Gantz's circumstances. Yeah, got it. So we should just talk to the owner, is what the receptionist is saying, so let's save ourselves some time. Oh, hello everyone. Have you come to play together with Randy? No, actually, we only want to ask you something. You tried to ask about the miner who went missing. He's missing? That is absurd. He came today to play here and he made a killing. Is it true? Moreover, he made a killing? Hey now, you're sure you're not getting the wrong person, right? We're looking for a miner from Mainz who's got no luck or skill. Of course you're talking about him. 2 weeks ago, maybe? I thought it'd been a while since the last time I saw him. And he became so strong-willed, it was like he was a different person. Thanks to him, my dealers are on a losing streak. He's taken away 5 million Mira from us. 5 million Mira? That is quite a large sum of money. Hey now, no way. He's not cheating, is he? We are professionals. If cheating's involved, we notice it. At any rate, above displaying an abnormal intuition, he has some incredible luck as well. We'd like to know what in the world has happened to him. Huh. Well, that's entirely different from what we heard from the chief. Excuse me, owner. It appears that Mr. Gantz never returned to the mining village. Do you know where he's staying? Yes, about that. He's staying in the hotel, which is close by. If I remember correctly, it's the deluxe room on the top floor. The high-class hotel's deluxe room? Hey now, how much money is he blowing? Well, that was quick. Yes, we should visit him at once. Anyway, there's nothing really here that we need. As much as I appreciate some of the stuff, like, that's high defense, but it's actually speed -5, which is horrible. So, yeah. Definitely not worth the extra buff in defense for that huge drop in speed. It's already nightfall. We need to go speak to Mr. Gantz. Yes, let's head over to the hotel. The deluxe room should be on the top floor. Hitting the jackpot in the casino, and living life in a luxurious hotel afterwards. Damn, that kind of pisses me off. That's not the problem here, Mr. Randy. So which high-class room is he hiding in? This must be our guy. He definitely doesn't look like the same miner we grew to know and love. Oh, Mr. Randy. My, long time no see. Ah, it's been a while. Huh? The hell are you people? Excuse us, we're police from the Crossbell Police Department. You must be Mr. Gantz from Mainz? Heh, that's right. I've not seen you cops from somewhere before. Huh? Isn't this person the miner who was attacked by the war dogs back then? Oh. He's that one. Yeah, that happened. I remember now. You're definitely the cop kids from back then. So, what do you want from me? Well, we were asked by the mayor of Mainz to look for your whereabouts. The mayor's looking for me? For what? 2 weeks you've been here, you haven't contacted anyone, have you? Everyone thought you went missing, and they're worried about you. That's why we received a request to look for you. Huh. Okay. Well, you found me, so it's all good. Whatever the case, I'm not going back to Mainz no more. Is that so? For what reason? Ain't it obvious? I have the skill of a genius gambler. Ain't just my skill and intuition. Lady Luck's my bitch too. Who the hell would want to go back to that rural town and dig some pathetic holes all day? That's... Hey now. Are you sure about this? Everyone's concerned. The least you could do is get in touch with the mayor. Shut up! Don't tell me what to do! One more round of victory and maybe I'll be off to Michelin. Yo, girls, you want to go to the theme park this weekend? Pick whatever you like from the jewelry shops and the boutiques. Bill's on me. Wow, seriously? We look forward to it. Damn, those are some lucky hostesses. That's for sure. This guy's beyond help. He's too full of himself. Yeah. It's a shame, but we have to inform the mayor about the situation here regardless. It isn't really appropriate for us to convince him to go back. You're right. This is his decision after all. Lloyd, did you notice something? Well, a little. A weekend gambler who was a clumsy amateur with no luck or intuition originally. But he's somehow started scoring consecutive wins all of a sudden. This doesn't add up no matter how I think about it. Well, it sure is strange. Nevertheless, I want him to teach me the secret behind his winning streaks. I heard you're pretty skilled when it comes to gambling, Randy. That's when I'm doing well. But there's no way I could win 2 weeks straight with a gain of 5 million Mira. Well, it might be possible if I was as skillful as Gambler Jack. That's a fictional character, Randy. Oh. What, you guys were still hanging around here? Whoa, take it down a notch or two, sweetheart. By the way, there's something I'd like to ask you to. It's about that Gantz guy. Sure. What is it? Something to do with crimes? Nah, nothing like that. I'm just curious. Did he always act like he did just now? Even he had a few drinks earlier. His attitude was too much to take, you know? Yeah. It's true that he wasn't cocky when he first started. But as time went on, he became more and more arrogant. But we're just escorts, so we don't really mind. I see. So that attitude of his wasn't due to the alcohol consumption alone. That aside, he's really something. It's like he could see through the cards laid down. He must have some ultra-sharp senses. Yeah. He was able to correctly predict the number on the roulette, too. As if he could read the dealer's mind. That's pretty impressive. That sounds more like supernatural power than an ultra-sharp senses. Why hasn't such a power awakened in my body yet? Anyway, that's pretty much all we know about Mr. Gantz. Are we good now? Yeah, thanks. I'll see you cuties at the club when I get some time off. I won't keep my hopes up, but I'll be waiting. Well then, later. In any case, we should probably contact the mayor. Yeah, you're right. Lloyd dialed Vixen's home number that he jotted down earlier. Hello, Vixen speaking. Good evening. This is Lloyd Bannings from the SSS. Oh, it's you. Were you able to find a lead? About that. Lloyd explained everything that happened to the town mayor. I can't believe such a thing happened. That Gantz scored big by gambling and is living in a high-class hotel. We couldn't convince him and bring him back, so the least we could do is report the situation to you. Oh no, you've done plenty. This is what happened. I'm going to come tomorrow and talk to him directly. Thank you so much for everything. Oh, not at all. If there's anything else we can be of assistance, please don't hesitate to contact us again. We'll try our best to help you out. Thank you. I'll rely on you guys when the time comes. What did the mayor say? Well, he seemed to be surprised. He said he's going to come to Crossbell City tomorrow and speak to him in person. Well, it's probably best for someone close to that dude to handle the conversation. Tio? You've been silent for a while now. Is there something bothering you? No. It's just that a lot happened today. I'm feeling a little tired. No kidding. Considering we also did that ruins investigation earlier. It's already nightfall. We should head back to the support section. Kia's waiting for us too. You're right. I can feel all my fatigue being blown away once I see Kia's smile. That's over-exaggerating a bit. Although, I certainly agree with what you just said. Jeez, talk about a group of overindulgent parents. Alright, let's hurry back so we can see our kiddo. Aw. Gotta go back home to see our daughteru. Anyway, we can't fast travel back, so we're just gonna have to, hoof it. I've also got the somber music playing, which really doesn't fit. But yeah, we can just return home. That's probably for the best. Hey, we're home. Oh, you're back. Welcome home. You're always full of energy, Kia. Yep, Kia's full of energy. You're late. Were you busy with work? More or less. Well, because today we used a car to move around, we could survive in a certain sense. Right. Hey, Tio. You look tired. Are you okay? Yes, I'm alright. After seeing your face, Kia, I've regained my energy. Kia? Since Kia's full of energy, she'll share it with Tio. Hug. Oh. I see. That stuff sure seems to be effective. Might be more powerful than any drug out there. Thank you, Kia. I feel recharged. I see. Now that I think about it, has the chief come home yet? The chief? He's in the room over there. He was talking to a guest, so he's been busy for a while. A guest? That's rare at this hour. What kind of person is he? He's an old man with a beard. He kind of looks like a bear. I guess that chief called him a lawyer? Oh, it's Mr. Grimwood. That's unusual at such a time. Maybe we should say hi as well. I'll leave it to you, since I'm on dinner duty. Will you be alright? If you like, I can switch with you. No, the preparation's already done. Kia, please wait a little longer for dinner, okay? Oh, in that case, I'll help too. Is that so? Well then, I'll be counting on you. Oh, I wonder what Ian is here to talk about. Can't report any requests, so let's just talk to Ian and Sergey here. Excuse us. Oh, you guys are late, huh? Hey, sorry to intrude. So it really was Mr. Grimwood. It's unusual for you to visit us. Yes, I had some things I wanted to ask Sergey. Since I had some business in the area, I took the opportunity to come here first. You have more business here? Yes, to be frank, it's about Kia's identity. But perhaps... Did you figure something out? No, unfortunately. It seems a request was made to the guild too, but relying on Sergey's help, I searched for another possibility. Unfortunately... No, I should be happy that that possibility wasn't the case. What are you talking about? Well, it's a story about several years ago. There was incidents of children, one after the other, being kidnapped, mainly in the Calvard Republic. Children were... Is that... I'll omit the details, but it was quite a huge incident. So, it was decided to put together an international investigative organization due to the amount of victims not only in Calvard, but in all the neighboring countries as well. To this international investigation, each country's army, police organizations, and even the Bracer Guild cooperated. Such a thing. That's the first time I've heard about this. Me too. It's pretty unknown. How serious was this incident? Well, we solved the incident eventually. Since its contents were so serious, in the end it was treated as top secret. I was involved in it by accident as a civil advisor. Please, wait a moment. Are you saying that Kia is a victim of an incident that happened so many years ago? I thought that it might be the case, so I tried looking at the records of back then again. In the end, I couldn't find any children who correspond to Kia. Even those responsible for the incidents were almost all arrested or they killed themselves. I just came to report to Sergei my findings. I see. I feel a little relieved, but to think that such an incident happened. Well, I would have told you about that incident in any case. It's just, in the end, we're back to square one about Kia. Well, that's not a bad thing. We just have to look after her until we find her a relative. Yes, for the time being, she should be sheltered here. It's just in case we don't find a relative. We should also think to entrust her to foster parents, or a church orphanage, perhaps. Well, but... It means you need to take that case into consideration, you know. Taking charge of a child and raising it, it's not something you can do half-assedly, you know. No matter how adorable that kid is. You're right. Well, it's not the same as taking custody of a kitten. I'm sorry. I've told you some grave things. By the way, you just got back from duty? You probably have a report to do, so I should excuse myself. No, not at all. The truth is, there's a matter we thought it would be good to consult you about, actually. Oh, you want to consult with me? Yes, the thing is, you explained to Sergei and Ian the matter of the missing minor. I see. Such a thing happened, huh? That sounds like something the support section would handle, right? Well, there wasn't any incident in the end, so we didn't try to force him, but... maybe we should have tried to persuade him to return back to town. That's a complicated situation. If it was a bracer, we could have entered while on the job to convince him or negotiate, but... if policemen did that, there's a possibility it would become a civil dispute. It's quite difficult to draw the line between right and wrong in that instance. Just like we thought, then. Well, I mean, he's old enough to speak for himself. It's probably none of our business. But if he had been a kid, though, we could have spanked him and brought him back home. That's right. However, he had incredible gambling skill, intuition, and luck like he was a different person entirely. Mr. Grimwood, do you have some ideas? Well, it could be a coincidence, but recently I happened to hear about two similar stories. Really? Don't tell me there's someone else who struck it rich by gambling. No, it's not that. The stories I heard are about a professional stock trader and the manager of a trading company. Recently, they both sustained heavy losses and were deep in trouble, but in the last few days, they've completely turned it around. I couldn't believe my ears. Especially the stock trader. It seems he was day trading with crazy intuition, like he could see the future. That's... Where did you hear this story? Well, it's obviously a coincidence, right? It's just that, according to what I've heard, their attitudes changed completely. It ended up piquing my interest a little. That's for sure. Mr. Grimwood, can you tell me some detailed information about those two background? Oh, if you're interested, I can research them immediately. You want to make sure, just in case, right? Yes, if possible. Chief, are you worried about something? Well, when you're in this trade, there's nothing better than information. It's just that. I see. My elder brother said it too. Decisive factors of an investigation are intuition and legwork. Well then, I'll be excusing myself now. You two, if you have something bothering you, come talk with me about it at any time. I'll help you as much as I can. Mr. Grimwood, thank you very much. When that time comes, please take care of us. Ravach's illegal routes were restored? Yes. Over this past week, 3 routes we destroyed were reorganized. Though we tried to obstruct them, resistance was fiercer than anticipated. It's funny. Though I don't think they have the power to spare just to take back routes. Holy crap. Did their manager take part in these actions? No, in fact, the killing bear was not seen at all. It seemed to be their subordinates, in fact. Also, they didn't have any war dogs with them. Their numbers seemed to be on the level of a small army. This is getting stranger by the minute. If it was a battle of members, one-on-one, surely we would have reigned supreme. Did they bring out some Rhineford-made heavy machine guns, perhaps? Well, they brought those with them too, but there's a report that their battle power itself was greatly elevated. I see. At present, it seems that President Marconi is desperately trying to appease the chairman's rage. There's no reports of new Jaeger units being employed, and no reports of large-scale battle exercises. Very interesting indeed. Are you saying they've acquired some kind of unknown trump card? Yes, there's no mistake. And comparing theirs to ours, it seems like it's no ordinary trump card. And like Master Yin, it may be a joker that can flip the situation in an instant. What on earth could it be? What was that? Speak of the devil, huh? We've got a huge problem. We're being attacked by a group clad in black. We think they're affiliated with Ravach. There's approximately 10 of them. The killing bear isn't present. It's only 10 of them. Turn the tables. Don't worry about the police. In self-defense, anything goes. You see, their fighting strength isn't normal. They're brandishing heavy machine guns with one hand. They've broken through the first floor. It's only a matter of time before they arrive here. Master Yin were here then. Good grief. It seems I can't pretend to be an intellectual in this case. Master Zhao, you can't mean... We're heading out, Lao. Relying on Yin for something of this level would be a stain on the name of Heiyue. Let's show them the power of those who rule over the Eastern District. Well, shit. Nighttime raid of Heiyue. That's not good news. And on that note, we've hit the end of the day. That's surprising. Was it really Kia who made these sunny-side-up fried eggs? That's right. Her technique is so good that I was unintentionally gawking. And the fried eggs are nice with this runny yolk. Bacon's crispy too. I can't criticize a thing. Even yesterday when she was helping with the white stew, she was considerably skilled. Are you sure you're not a chef? Maybe I have some cooking experience, but my hands just moved on their own. Well, it's true that cooking is something you master through personal experience, but the fact that she's this good at her age is incredible. Hey, Tio, are you alright today? Oh. Well, your complexion doesn't seem to be bad. Maybe you should take it easy today and rest. No, I'm fine. Yesterday I could rest earlier than usual. Well, we don't have anything urgent to do, so we could look at your condition for a little. Oh. Well, that's unusual this early in the morning. Is it from Miss Fran? Special sports section. Lloyd Banning speak. Oh boy, I know that already. Where are you? What are you doing? Yona? Isn't it unusual for an owl, night owl like you to be awake so early? Isn't it obvious that I've been staying up all night? Oh, enough. Who cares about that right now? From how you sound, it seems like you're completely in the dark, huh? What are you talking about? Well, allow the great Jonah to give you a big service. In the dead of night yesterday? Well, maybe it was today. The Hayway office was raided by someone. What did you say? It seems like the Hayway only managed to defend themselves. There was some serious damage, you know. Well, it was pretty obvious the Ravach guys assaulted them without a doubt. I see. Thank you, Yona. I appreciate that you provided us this information. Hey, pay me back some way next time. That was Yona? Yeah, it seems that something unexpected happened. Lloyd conveyed the information he heard from Jonah to everybody. Is it true? Whoa, seriously? Although it was the dead of night, to do something in the city like that? What? That's true, the 1st Division should already be on the case. If it bothers you, go ahead and check it out. But finish eating first. Yes, we'll do that. Tio, are you okay? Yes, it's no problem. Let's head to the waterfront area after we finish breakfast. Should I continue streaming or should I call it an episode? This is kind of a bad spot to stop, so you know what? Let's keep going. Of course, the first thing we're going to do is see if we can upgrade our slots. Alright, down to 2 for everyone at this rate, and Randy can actually upgrade this one, so 5 slots to go. Yeah, this is a bad spot to stop. Let's keep going. And we're gonna make a new save because there's some hidden DPA in this quest. Alright, let's go check on the Hayway building. Well, the sign got destroyed. It's knocked off its hinges. And yeah, all the windows are broken too. Damn. These are the traces of the raid, aren't they? Well, it seems like usual heavy machine gun fire. Would have been better if they didn't use explosives, but... Hey, if it isn't Lloyd and friends. Friends, how's the situation? We heard the story earlier and we rushed over here. I don't know. It's just in the middle of last night, guns were fired here. Right now, Mr. Dudley and the others are conducting an investigation. Well, as expected, it seems the 1st Crime Division seized the initiative. Well, that's their usual footwork. We'd like to hear from Hayway too, but... Is it possible to let us inside? Well, I was only told to let common citizens stay out of the way. Go to see Detective Dudley for me. Oh, thank you for the help. Oh, jeez. Oh yeah, look at how fucked this place is. Mr. Zhao, sorry to intrude like this today. If possible, if you could tell us additional details, we could cooperate with you as well. You have to pardon me. After all, it was so late at night. I haven't the slightest idea about who the assailants were, and why they targeted this company. Even so, it seems a considerably efficient defensive battle was fought. The 1st and 2nd floors looked horrible, but this room is untouched. How in the world did you deal with assailants armed with heavy machine guns? Oh, those were troublesome. However, we just ran away for the most part. We had many people sent to the hospital. Good grief, what a disaster. You have my sympathies. Then... Excuse us. You guys. The special support section? Oh, Mr. Lloyd. And everyone else is here too. Excuse us, Mr. Zhao. I know you're busy, but can I trouble you to listen for a moment? Yes, I don't mind. Well then, Mr. Dudley, thank you for your inquiry. Excuse me. Inquiry. This pisses me off, but I'm leaving that guy to you. I hope you can at least get some information out of him. Yes, sir. It has been a while, Mr. Lloyd, and everyone. It seems you all did quite well on the last day of the anniversary festival, no? I take it you've been informed by Yin. The special support section aren't attached to the normal investigation systems. Knowing that, can we ask what your true intentions are? Oh? Lloyd! Trying to discern this man's intention through banter would be a waste of time, you see. Additionally, because we have a lot to ask him, we need to get straight to the point. Oh geez, aren't you frank? Lloyd, you can be really bold every once in a while. As I expected from you, Mr. Lloyd. I had anticipated this. Very well. I'm not fond of meaningless exchanges either. If it's a question within the limits I can answer, I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. I want to ask you about the 3 following points. Well, first of all, the assailant's true identity. Regarding last night's assailants, is there no mistake it's Ravage? Is there a possibility that this is a completely unrelated group that came to attack you? Oh, I doubt that possibility. Lao, if you would. Yes. Though the assailants were masked and their true identities hidden, there's no mistake it was Ravach. They used the same weapons, and most importantly, their actions were similar as well. People like them aren't capable of simple camouflage. I see. Now, in that case, I don't understand something. I hear your Heiwei members are respectable martial artists. That man over there has some considerable skill too, right? Thank you for your kind words. Though on one hand, Ravach are combat pros, each of them are about the same level as you, right? So why are you guys falling so far behind them? Did that old killing bear come too? Oh no, the manager of their business did not participate in this attack. It seems his right-hand men, former Jaegers, also didn't participate. It was just Ravach's regular mafia goons. If that's the case, then why? Though the combat techniques used were ordinary, their power and speed were on a whole other level. They were brandishing machine guns with one hand. They stormed the place with all their might. Thanks to that, they crushed our defenses and gained control up to the second floor. You're kidding. It wasn't just power and speed. Their toughness was incredible as well. Because of that, they became able to use a few dangerous techniques. What do you mean? Appears you're a skilled expert yourself. Compared to Master Yin, I'm simply an amateur. I'll be direct. How do you plan to deal with this incident? What are you asking exactly? If you think about what kind of organization you are, asking is pointless, right? Revenge, isn't it? Oh, don't say anything scandalous about us. In the end, we work for profit. I'm just talking about crisis management. If there's a situation that harms our profits, we intend to clear it by the proper methods. Is there something strange about that? Ugh. He sure is a smooth talker. Do you count requesting assistance from the main office among those proper methods? Oh. Reinforcements from the Heiwei's main office, huh? You're certainly direct. I have my pride, you know. I have no such plans at this time. Furthermore, depending on the situation, there's the possibility that the main office will intervene against my will. But... well, I should be able to stave off direct intervention, at least for a little while. Either way, because we don't understand Ravach's current situation, we have no way to deal with them either. Right now, we're having them investigated. By our most reliable and cooperative worker, you see. You asked Yin to... well, he's the best for situations like this, right? This isn't directly related to the case in question, but while I'm here, I'll ask you. Do you know who Kia is? Oh. Lloyd, that's... Kia, you say? Is that a name? Or some kind of code? Oh, my. You're serious, aren't you? Sorry to say, all I know is that you took custody of a young girl at the auction, and that was her name. And that our collaborator gave you a little piece of advice, too. The room inside there is the exhibit for the second half of the auction. According to information from the Heiwei, there seems to be an interesting bomb in there. I think you should confirm that for yourself. Gross. A large leather-covered trunk will be exhibited in the second half of the auction. Inside there is packed something that will be like a bomb for Ravach's position. That information reached us via a complicated route. The informant is unknown, though in the end we couldn't grasp its meaning. But, on the contrary, that enhanced its credibility. Just to make sure, we asked our collaborator to go check on it. Even in my wildest dreams, I didn't think the true identity of that bomb would be something like that. Damn. Persisting about denying it until the very end, huh? If we're assuming that story is true, regarding that informant, do you have any idea who it might be? Now, thinking logically, it would seem like something a traitor related to the Ravach's side of things. However, considering the skill they use to have the information reach us, it appears they're quite astute. At any rate, what we know about Miss Kia is just that. Could you please believe me? Understood. Thank you for answering honestly. And we have no further questions. Now then, is that everything? Yes, thank you for answering them. Do you mind if I give headquarters the outline of what we discussed? Do as you please. Say, Mr. Lloyd? Yes? To be honest, the attack this time was a little beyond our expectations. Because we should have already known about their battle power, connections, and their general line of thought. And with their present condition, such a bold action is utterly unthinkable. They splendidly upset our expectations. That's why at present I'm extremely excited. Because in the latest years it's been so long since things haven't fared as I predicted. Now finally, I can run wild as much as I like. That's the kind of joy I feel right now. Huh? Hey! You're unbelievable. Although I don't want the police to ruin my fun. I'll give you guys a special opportunity. Would you be able to present a settlement method before we start moving ourselves? I'll be watching you with great interest. Fucking Xiao Li, man. I didn't appreciate him much by my first playthrough, but doing the voice acting and stuff for him, man, I'm enjoying it. Dude is one menacing character. I'm beat. Yes, it helped that they told us about various things, but I can't believe they told us so bluntly that they plan to start a full-scale war. Ugh, if things continue like this, a shootout will certainly occur. If they handle it poorly, it's going to be in an urban area like this time. On top of that, we may have to worry about reinforcements from the main Heiyue branch. This is looking a lot like imminent military action. From what Zhao said, I think we still have some time. At any rate, Ravach's raid leaves too many points for doubt. Before Heiyue begins to move at full scale, we should investigate ourselves. Yes, I agree. So, should we ask around each district? No. As expected, this time, we're gonna face Ravach directly. Are you serious? It's true that we visited there before, but there's also that auction matter. Isn't this too reckless? Yeah. Even though we had to talk about reconciliation, that was only about Kia. However, I'm worried about something. And what's that? It's the movements of Garcia. We fought him many times, but that man's not a fool, nor is he reckless. And he gave us the impression that he has good command and control of his subordinates. If I remember correctly, I heard his name before when he was a commander of the Jaeger Corps. Normally, I wouldn't think he'd do a raid without meaning, but I wonder if he ordered that raid last night, or if his subordinates were just running wild. That's something I'd really like to know. Right? I think we should look for information in the area near Ravachenko. Should we try going now? Oh, it can't be helped, can it? Well, if we're only checking around the general area, there shouldn't be too much danger. Alrighty then, let's go. Alrighty then, let's just walk on over to the back alley right away here. So, you know. Normally I'd, like, bug some NPCs about stuff, but, like, nah. Plot. All plot, all the time. Looks like there's more guards than usual. And what's more, they seem more pissed off than usual. Impatient, excited, vigilant, anxious. It's a whole mess of emotions. There's no mistake. They're probably on alert about the Hayway incident. But I give up. In that condition, checking on Garcia's actions is very... You were saying something about me? Garcia Rossi? Even though he's big, he concealed his presence. It's you guys, huh? Even though something like that happened, you still show your faces around here. Ugh. Well, we don't have any excuses. Because our deal with you only concerns Kia. So you understand, then. Use that deal as a shield and march in here, you're gonna get your ass kicked. He's a dangerous old man, alright. I understand the reason you guys are sniffing around. However, you won't get a single word from me about that matter. Get lost. Please, tell us just one thing. If, hypothetically, you were to attack an armed enemy stronghold, would you attack from the front, leaving everything to brute strength? As an upstanding Jaeger, I'd never do something so stupid. I'd wait for favorable conditions, and seek out maximum gain with minimum casualty. Isn't that right, son of Ares? Don't call me by that name. But that's certainly the style of the Jaegers. Is that so? Thank you. Thank you for answering me. What a strange kid. But anyway, don't come in here unprepared. You got that? You guys will die. Seriously. That probably could have been translated better. But whatever. This situation is a little strange. They're tense, but their power is growing weaker. Right. But saying that would have been dangerous. I didn't sense any malice from him. They seem tired. I got that kind of feeling too. What in the world happened? It's not like him to make such a face. Oh, you want to know the reason? Miss Grace? You have a knack for appearing in unexpected places, don't you? Just the soul of a reporter. Well then, let's do our usual give and take, shall we? I'll be waiting at the jazz bar. What do we do? Well, if it's just listening, we'll hear her out. Though it's important to be careful not to say too much. You can say that again. let's see what Grace has to say to us today. Oh, you came. I know it's sudden, but could you tell me what you know about the Hayway raid incident? You heard a lot from Mr. Zhao at the office, right? Well, that was sudden. How do you know we visited the Hayway? Well, I heard about it first thing in the morning when I tried to request data about Mr. Zhao. That Dudley showed up, you see. When I was pondering what was going on, you guys walked in right after. Then Dudley and the others came out scowling, and you guys came out with a plan on your faces. Well, what do you think would have happened if you saw all that? Was it really like that? Either way, I think you know we can't easily disclose information about an investigation. Of course I know that. That's why it's give and take. Don't you want to know information about Mr. Garcia? Well. As always, you're good at making that tasty bait flicker, huh? I heard some details about that auction, too. It said that Ravach made a blunder, and they've incurred the chairman's displeasure. Don't you want to hear about stuff like that, too? No? Fine, alright. However, everything about Mr. Zhao was hinted at and utterly informal. I'm pretty sure you mean completely off the record. Please, understand that point. I see. The situation has become worse than I thought, huh? Yes, it's as you say. At present, they both seem concerned about not involving normal citizens, but... Well, even so, this incident was too abrupt. No matter if it was in the dead of night, a raid near our news agency? Not to mention the world-famous IBCs in the vicinity. Weren't they too hasty in making their decisions? Yes, you're right. If things didn't go well, that incident could have shook even the trust about Crossbell as a monetary trade center. You have a point there. Huh. It means the information I got my hands on might not be a lie after all. What sort of information do you have? Could you tell us? Alright, this time it's my turn, huh? You see, this is a Mafia internal affair. They're saying that recently, the underboss Garcia's control hasn't been thorough. Is that true? That's hard to believe. I can't think of anyone trying to defy that monster. Well, it's like that. Ever since the downtown incident, and even aiming for the main supply rights, they might have not been ordered by Mr. Garcia. They're saying that they're the results of underlings acting arbitrarily to try getting some achievements. They say it's because they were done by youngsters that the recklessness stood out. Huh. Wait a moment. You say that last night's raid was the same thing? Well, it's true that the incident that happened was too big, so I don't think it was, but... Considering a situation like that, maybe you might understand Garcia's attitude. Indeed, he didn't have any followers with him. Doesn't mean that, although it seems like he controls Ravach inside, he's having troubles. Then, what is the president of Ravach doing? According to what I've heard, he seems to be desperate to correct the blunder at the auction. Naturally, he's ingratiating himself to Chairman Hartman, who he had displeased. They say he's trying to take in new influential persons inside the state. New influential people? What kind of... To make the point, Republic faction congressman. Moreover, rumor says he's met with the Guardian Forces commander many times. I see. So he's planning to suppress Hayway's political influence. So he took in the Guardian Force commander to intensify the smuggling of weapons? That's probably the gist of it. Then there's the fact that idiot of a commander is Chairman Hartman's follower. Maybe he could be trying to influence the chairman indirectly by influencing him over there. I suspect something similar. Well, as I thought, just by talking with you guys, all the ideas come together. Yes, it was worth my time exchanging information. Well, it helped us out a lot too. However, sorting out information like this makes me feel like there's something a little bit off. Something off, you say? What do you mean? About every single action. It seems that there's a convincing reason, but they're all haphazard. Like they aren't cooperating as a single organization at all. What I felt from Ravach is, well, not in a good way, they have a style particular to Crossbell. But in this case, it doesn't seem like that at all. I see. Well, now that you mention it, I'd have to agree. Organized crime, in order to make something good out of the mirror mine called Crossbell. Considering it's the organization that established it, this does seem haphazard. Like, there's an element or something that's putting the situation out of order. Something like that? Yeah, but that's purely instinctual, though. It also seems like the fighting power of the raiders who attacked the Hayway was unnaturally high. I think that might be the cause of Garcia's strange attitude as well. Well, as expected from Lloyd, isn't your insight rather sharp? Hey, if you get fired from the police, maybe you could join the Crossbell Times. And then let's win the Pulitzer Prize together. No, I pass. And by the way, don't say things like that. Oh, by the way, what's the Pulitzer Prize? If I remember correctly, it's an international prize given to the most excellent journalist of the year. Sorry, you'll have to excuse me for a moment. Yes, it's Lloyd Bannings here, Special Sports Section. Sorry, it's me, it's Bixson from Mainz. Oh, the mayor? Has something happened? Is there a problem with Mr. Gantz? Well, I'm at the Crossbell Casino now. It looks like he's acting odd, so I called you. He's odd? What do you mean odd? He's been playing poker since a while with the other customers, but he's incredibly violent, and the air has become alarming. I'm sorry, but could you come to check the situation for me? Understood. The casino house, right? We're nearby. We'll be there as soon as we can. Yes, I'm counting on you. The mayor of Mainz? You were saying something about the casino? Yeah, the Gantz has been involved in something violent due to matches with other customers. Huh? Did he earn himself the opponent's wrath? With his attitude and being abnormally lucky, that could be the case. Well, let's make haste and go assert the situation. Assess the situation, sorry. Well then, to the casino. Let's go! What? What is it? No, you see... Well, it'd be useless if we tried explaining it to her, so let's just ignore her and go. Alright, so we've got some interesting things gathering together here. Seems like the Mafia's desperate play is, maybe a bit too desperate. And in addition, we've got Mr. Gantz acting out as well. Maybe all these things are connected somehow. Oh, you came. Thank you. I think a fight will break out. Where's Mr. Gantz and the other customer? Yes. They're having a one-on-one match in the special room in the back over there. If you don't hurry, Gantz could resort to violence. Huh? Did Gantz earn himself the resentment of his opponent? Right, what about this one? Straight flush of diamonds, 9 to king. There won't be a better hand than this. Oh, seriously? I'd have never thought such a hand would come out in our last big match. This is my real ability. You frickin' bought me too many tied games using petty hands. This settles the score. Expose your hand at once. Time for you to give up. What are you saying? I didn't say I lost, right? Are you shitting me? The only hand left that could beat mine's a royal straight flush. There's no way you could get something like that. Too bad. You're wrong. Huh? A 5 of a kind. And moreover, with 5 aces? Dear me, I wouldn't have ever imagined to see it in such a situation. What exceeds a royal straight flush depends on the rules, but either way, there's no doubt at best it's your straight flush. Don't fuck with me, you cheated! Hey owner, you're his damned accomplice, huh? Absolutely not, I swear upon the goddess. And moreover, considering what I saw, there's no evidence that Mr. Lecter cheated. Sip it! How could I believe that? I've got the best luck and intuition. I shouldn't be able to lose against this damn bastard. Mr. Customer. Hey, calm down. Well, a match is just a matter of chance. It only means your luck could get you up to here. No way. I shouldn't lose. After using that, there's no way I'd lose at gambling. Gantz? Oh no. No way I could lose. Let me go, goddammit. Please, calm down. What the hell's with his strength? Gantz, please, calm down. Oh, you guys. Hey, have you been well? And he's even greeting us in a happy-go-lucky way. As usual, he's far too suspicious. He's a funny one. Is he your acquaintance? Well, he is, but we don't really know him that well. Wait, 5 of a kind against a straight flush? Hey, what the hell was going on in here? Oh, that was dangerous. I was on the verge of losing all I have if I had lost. I don't understand it too well, but well, we were able to avoid disaster. Let me go, goddammit! I should never lose. Then, after rioting and crying, putting forth all his strength, Gantz suddenly passed out, exhausted. Lloyd and the others decided to carry him to his hotel room. Oh my goddess, how could such a thing? He was a slovenly but good-natured, a man who everyone liked. Chief. Well, at any rate, he acted quite violently for sure. I would have never thought it would have taken Lloyd and I to arrest him. Yeah, frankly, his strength was out of this world. Hey, this is just my impression, but was that man taking some kind of drug or something? What? What? Seriously? Oh, Lloyd and Tio, you agree with me? Well, I don't want to say something careless, but it's possible. How ridiculous. Drugs, as if. He's just a normal miner. He shouldn't be able to get such a thing. It's been almost half a month since he's been here, right? He's earned a lot of Mira, and he could have definitely taken advantage of that, right? Stop it this instant! You said you're a Crossbell Times journalist. Know that I'll firmly protest if you write an article based on mere speculation. I'm not planning to write an article about this at all. Mr. Bixson, just in case, would you mind if we checked Mr. Gantz's personal effects? Lloyd, you too? I don't intend to assert that, but there's too many coincidences. His violent acting, his fierce strength, the change of his personality. We can see similar points to a few cases that happened in the past. Moreover, his gambling skill increased too. It's possible that due to the drugs, his perception had become abnormally sharp. So he could have read his opponent's state of mind and had good intuition that way. Right. If I were to gamble, I'd be better at it than other people. Tio? Sorry, that wasn't what I meant to say. No, don't worry about it. Mayor, I understand that you're worried about Mr. Gantz's reputation. However, in case it really is some kind of drug, if we left things as they are, it could be incredibly dangerous. Well, there's some toxic after effects, you know, things like that. Yes, I think there's plenty of things that could happen in case of drug use. Alright, it appears I was acting inconsiderate. Lloyd, please proceed. Yes. Lloyd searched his pockets carefully, and making sure not to wake him up. This is blue pills received. That's... oh my goddess! To think that there really was. Well, it has a nice color to it, but what kind of drug is it? It's possible this is just some kind of medicine, and not a drug. It might be something for a chronic disease, perhaps. Does Gantz have a chronic disease? Based on what I know, he shouldn't have. Obviously, I can't say for sure, but... alright. Could we hold on to these for the moment? Yes, please. But, I beg you, don't spread this fact around, please! We will take proper concern about Mr. Gantz's reputation. About Gantz himself, can we leave him to you? Yes, I'll take care of him. When he wakes up, I'll try to speak with him again. Yes, please do. Huh. So, we've even got a case of drugs in Crossbell now, huh? I guess strange things do happen. Really? I thought that the Mafia dealt with a lot of drug cases. On the contrary, illegal drugs don't appear in Crossbell very much. At any rate, different from other crimes, it's an influential one that can be spread to neighboring countries. They say that illegal drugs are strictly supervised by those of the 1st Crime Division due to pressure from both the Empire and the Republic. And Rivach understands the situation about that. I see. They told us that too at the police school. However, this pill... they're blue, and they look beautiful in appearance. Well, they're very suspicious, that's for sure. Tio, do you have any idea? No, I'm sorry. I think it's just my imagination. However, what do you plan to do with those pills? Right. It's a bit of a serious matter for us to decide. Let's go consult with the chief for now. Yes, I think that's a good idea. We should also report about the raid incident of Heiue. In addition to a dispute between Mafia, there's a possibility of drugs being involved too, huh? Ah, jeez, I got the feeling we're gonna be super busy real soon here. Well, I've known you guys for about 4 months, but your big sis feels like you've grown up a lot. Miss Grace? Why did you suddenly... You won't get anything by praising us. No, I'm serious here. I've got great expectations for you. Almost like Lloyd's older brother, Guy Bannings. I know we've talked about this before, but were you acquainted with my brother? When I was a newbie reporter, I was indebted to him on many occasions. In the end, Guy's case ended up going unsolved. But I was really happy that a position which inherited his will was created in the police. Huh? A post which inherited his will? Maybe if I said more than this, I'd make your chief angry. I've got an event to cover, so I'm gonna excuse myself for now. Oh, about the drug incident. I'm gonna stay hush-hush on the thing, so don't worry about it. Bye-bye. Jeez. She drops a lot of hints and then just runs off. In addition to a mountain of things we have to think about. True. Mr. Lloyd, are you concerned about what she said? Well... It does concern me, but whatever my feelings are, I have to postpone it for now. Between the Hayway raid, the Ravach situation, and these blue pills. We need to report to the chief, but let's try to consider what else we can do. Yes. Understood. Alrighty, let's return to the sports section then. So I'm just going to say this now. Don't take Randy's advice. We need to go around town and we need to do the rounds. There's a few people we need to talk to around town. And the first ones we need to talk to are in Arkansas, actually. Apparently there's a very enthusiastic artist in Arkansas. A man named Nickel. I wonder if that's important. Seems like those two are busy. And we can't really disturb them. Let's poke our heads in the dressing room. Why not? Seems like Nickel's a different person. Oops, sorry. Oh, another case of someone's personality changing, huh? Interesting. Seems like he's showing off now that he's gained some new power mysteriously. Let's check in on the owner, see how he's doing after that incident. As well as Lecter here. Seems Lecter knows a little bit more about what's going on than we do. Anyway, you'll remember that lawyer Ian was talking about a couple of people who, recently hit it big with, their changing personalities. And one of them was a stock trader. Fortunately for us, we've actually met a stock trader before, who works in Crossbell City himself. So let's go check in on their family here. Haha, damned idiots! Father, I wonder what's wrong with him. Those idiots, the value of those bonds dropped in 3 days. They couldn't see that coming. Crossbell News Agency Business Magazine is stupid now. Yeah, that's definitely qualifies as a personality change. Dude was like a loving father before, now he's just weird. And our last point of interest is the downtown area. We saw this before when we were doing the rounds. This Dino kid here was acting a lot rowdier than usual. And, yeah, the tension in this place was pretty, like, you know, high. Apparently, Dino kicked Jed's ass, so it's peculiar. Don't make me repeat myself over and over. I'll kick your ass, you know. Jeez. Yeah, that doesn't sound like something we're equipped to deal with. So in any case, those are the people we want to check out on. As we can see, if there really is a drug case, it's actually spread pretty far already, even though it's only been about a month since the anniversary festival. So, let's head back to the SSS building now, make a report to Sergey, and then I think we'll call it an episode with that. Normally I would have ended it on the night, but it just doesn't end at a good point, because you're left with so many questions, and you're in a position to answer some of them. I feel like this cliffhanger is a bit better to leave it off on, because you feel like you're making some headway towards what's actually going on here. So yeah, we still don't get any new quests yet. Only when we report to Chief Sergey do we get new quests for the day. Huh, you're late. That hay inquiry took you so much time? No, apart from that, we came across another incident that's bothering us. We'll do the usual report in conjunction with the Hayway raid incident. Chief? Sorry, was it too hard to understand? No. That chain of information. It's possible that it's all connected. Huh? Seriously? What does that mean? Too many things have happened, and things might get a little crazy, but today, I want you to try tying together all the information you've gathered. Especially you, Lloyd. It's at a time like this, it's the duty of a detective to show his skills. Yes, sir. Today, we discovered roughly 3 new pieces of information. We heard things from Zhao regarding the Hayway raid. We exchanged information with Miss Grace regarding the present condition of Ravage. And we heard information regarding Mr. Gantz, the miner. So, there's something tying all this together, right? Somehow or other, I'm starting to see a picture. Yes, let's try to sort it out. In the Hayway raid info, what element is related? Was it the assailant's physical abilities? Heiwei's potential reinforcements, or Zhao's relation to Kia. Obviously, 2 and 3 don't make any sense. It's the physical abilities of the assailant. In the stuff we learned about Ravach, what element's important here? Is it the actions of President Marconi, the investment of war dogs, or the use of a temporary organization? Sorry, I feel like the answer in this guide's actually wrong. I'm gonna pop a save state here just in case, because I don't think that's correct. Well, in any case, it should be the actions of President Marconi, no? No. Damn it. Really? Okay, so the investment in war dogs? Really? That sounds incorrect, but sure. We'll go for it. And naturally, the blue pills seem to be the important thing tying things together. What the fuck? Oh god, what the hell? Are these questions just wrong? Okay, no. Everything's wrong. Nothing makes sense. Good. The use of a temporary organization. The fuck does this even mean? Ugh. This is the problem with bad translation sometimes. Like, this makes sense. We know President Marconi did something, but Lloyd doesn't know that stuff, so I guess that's fair. But this doesn't make any sense. So, obviously, it's 3. The guide says the second choice, which is wrong. So, just so you know, it's the use of a temporary organization. Whatever the fuck that means. And the blue pills he possessed. There's no mistake. This is it. The assailant's abilities, the use of a temporary organization, and the blue pills they possessed. This is... hey, that's pretty suspicious, isn't it? But there's various things I can see linking these events. The physical abilities displayed by the Mafia that raided the Heiwei. The minor Gantz, who gained eccentric gambling skills. Though they're separate incidents, they're the same in that the latent potential of the human was increased. Suppose we say the thing linking those incidents is these blue pills. Then the Mafia has started to become involved in distribution of illegal drugs. And they're not flowing only to the general public. They were also used to strengthen combat abilities. That's the general idea. Well, it's still just a guess. But certainly if it's all that, it would explain a lot. And bringing down Ravach from the inside by that crime leader's leadership is also possible. Since they decided to take the medicines themselves, they'd got a lot of power, and the underlings began to become violent too. It's probably because of that. Well done. Additionally, there's also that incident that Lawyer Ian was talking about yesterday. The trader and the securities guy, whose performance suddenly increased. You're saying they took the blue pills as well? That's why this is mere speculation at present. However, one by one, the points are lining up. You're starting to get that feeling too, right? Yes. But honestly, with just the support section, I don't think we'll be able to manage the situation. Especially in drug-related incidents. We need to contact the 1st Division, right? Yes, perfect timing regarding that point. Huh? Oh, here's where you were. Kia, what's up? Are you hungry? No, there's a client. A sullen old man is here. A sullen old man?
失礼する。
Oh. Detective Dudley? Hey, you're late. I'm sorry, our investigation meeting ran late. Though it's just the usual discussions, if we could get started right away, that'd be great. No, I don't mind. Together with them, if you please. Mr. Sergey, stop with the jokes already. It's not something to have these kids listen to. But the information regarding this incident they've gathered will be useful to you too, I'm sure. If you sit with them, it'll be over nice and quick. What are you saying? That reminds me, I didn't trust the Hayway information gathering to you guys. Because of that, no, but... Chief? If it's inconvenient for you, shall we leave the room? No, that won't be necessary. That man isn't the ace of the First Division just for show. In this situation, he should be able to see through whatever you need. Got it. Listen up, you guys. The discussion hereafter is a confidential police matter. I won't forgive anyone who tells outsiders about it. Got that? Understood. Oh, a secret story? Kia wants to hear it too. I've prepared some sweets for you, so enjoy them with Zeit, okay? Smooth move, Ellie. Smooth move. Pressure's being put on the First Crime Division? Well, you don't have to be so blunt about it, but... After taking in the case of the Hayway raid, we got an order to devote all our efforts to opposing Mafia resistance. A little while ago, we discontinued our investigation into the mysterious drugs. What? Even the First Division was investigating them? It was a few days ago. I'm surprised at how much you guys found out. So, where did you First Division guys get information about those drugs? We were tipped off by a longtime informant. We can't trust an informant alone, of course, so we need to gather information. From what we've been able to gather so far, it sounds like an urban legend. A medicine that grants your wishes, or the blue pills that bring you happiness. Nevertheless, since it was suspicious no matter how you looked at it, we were in the middle of compiling a list of involved citizens. But... what's with you guys? Your faces seem to say it was exactly as you thought. That sounds like a bingo, then. Lloyd, show him. Yes, sir. Huh? Take a look at this. No. Huh? Could it be that this is... This is the evidence we've obtained from a certain source today. We received it as a condition of defending that person's honor. We explained the details up till now to Dudley. As I thought, they really exist. What's more, there's a possibility that the Revach is distributing them. About the order to discontinue the drugs investigation. Do you have any idea where that order was handed down from? Must have been somebody in the top brass. Even though our First Division chief didn't agree to it, he handed down the order. This is the worst. Please wait a moment. Could it be that someone in the police top brass accepted a demand from the Mafia? That can't be. Are you kidding me? That's certainly a bad situation. Dudley, you came to me because you distrust the police's top brass. What do you plan to do? Honestly, I wasn't planning to do anything myself regarding the drugs investigation. If a subordinate acted, even the top brass would butt in. But we would be too cowardly as a police organization. Detective Dudley? Then I guess you can leave the drugs investigation to us. Lloyd, Ellie, Randy, and Tio, too. From now on, our Special Support Section is informally cooperating with the First Crime Division. We'll undertake the drugs investigation in place of the First Division, who can't take the matter into its own hands. Yes, sir. Roger. And as for collateral, we'll take the First Division's intel about the Mafia. But, Mr. Sergey, whatever the circumstances may be, as you'd expect, top secret intel is... I don't care. If you're at a stalemate, feel free to do whatever you like. Understood. I'll accept this condition. It's decided. So that means we'll be doing work instead of the First Crime Division, huh? I feel just a little bit smug about this. Oh my, how scary. Knock on wood. Well, it can't be helped. Now that things have turned out like this, I've consented to you guys handling this investigation. How do you plan to continue? Let me see. Well, we have the drug itself in our hands. We'll need to determine its composition. And how do you plan to find that out? With our present information, it can be assumed that it's a completely new type of drug. Using HQ forensics is beyond my powers, and it'll be marked from the top. I see. If it's like that, then we should request help from the medical college instead. I see. We can rely on that doctor. You're talking about St. Ursula's Medical College, right? Yes, we know one of the doctors who does pharmaceutical research there. I've heard he's excellent. There's a good chance he can determine what that drug is made of. I see. Regarding the composition investigation, it seems that's all we can do. Dudley, put together a First Division investigation report and send it to us by the end of the day. I intend to have them decide the investigation policy hereafter. Understood. I'll send the report immediately. Allow me to excuse myself. I look forward to working with you. Yeah, same here. And say those words to them as well. Listen, everyone. If you do anything stupid, the situation will grow worse. You understand? Notwithstanding this drug investigation, don't leave a stain on the First Division, damn it. Good grief, that guy just can't be honest with himself. I suppose that's one way of hiding one's embarrassment. That might be true. And he has a stronger sense of justice than I thought. Yeah, I feel like we can trust him. Basically, there's a lot of diligent people with a sense of justice like that in the First Division. Well, most of them are stickler for the rules and inflexible. Now then, you guys. You going to the hospital right away? That was the plan. And if we have time, we'll take care of some support requests along the way. Right, we didn't have time to go outside the city this morning. Well, it's gonna get busy. Let's sort through these requests little by little. Well, I'm glad you're full of pep. Though we're cooperating with the First Division, don't get too excited. As usual, use your way of doing things. Show me you can unravel the mystery of those drugs. Yes, sir. And so, we get a few new requests once that scene's played through. We have to go find a VIP. We have to go collect some flowers for a grave. And that looks like that's it. Oh. And I can't report anything. So, with all of those events out of the way, I'm calling it a night because holy crap, my throat hurts. I hope everyone enjoyed this fun and exciting episode of Trails to Zero, and I hope you're looking forward to the next one as we uncover the mystery behind these drugs. Just what the hell are the Mafias planning? Can we stop an all-out war between two underworld organized crime factions? I guess you're just gonna have to find out next time around. In any case, This has been Logic Blade. I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Take care.